I'm Patrick Bardsley, co-founder and CEO of Spectrum Designs Foundation. The Spectrum Designs is a custom apparel and promotional products business, so t-shirts, pens, mugs, things like that, but with a social mission. And that mission is to create jobs for people with different abilities. Myself and two parents of children with autism were looking at kind of the unemployment rate. They had teenage sons. They looked at the kind of bleak opportunities for their children, and we said, look, why don't we create the jobs? So we were literally looking at recession-proof businesses, and the apparel industry was one of them. I have to check if it was pandemic-proof. Started in Stella's backyard barn, and we started with, being able to just print a small run of t-shirts for, the autism community, if it was for a walk, if it was for a local kind of sports team or Special Olympics, that kind of thing. And we kind of quickly learned that if we could be price competitive, quality competitive, customer service driven, and we had the social mission, we would be successful. You can't lead with the kind of, we're a charity worthy of the crumbs from your table. No, we're a sustainable solution to your business needs. By doing that, we had 80% year-on-year growth. We went from the barn, which was about 200 square feet, to a smaller space in a commercial building with about 500 square feet. Then we went 1,500 square feet, 8,000 square feet, which is where we are today in our headquarters. Printing upwards of 1,000 shirts an hour for big corporations, Google, Uber, Facebook, as well as local businesses. So I think it's a testament of what people of all abilities can do. So we have 42 employees at Spectrum Designs Foundation in a neurodiverse team. 75% of our workforce is on the autism spectrum. Most people believe it's between 70 and 80% unemployment. So only 20-30% are getting jobs. But there's that other 70% that can still offer something. Those guys need the opportunities. It's not charity for us. We've actually stumbled upon a hidden secret, which is that we've got a segment of the workforce which is underestimated, undervalued, underappreciated, and underutilized. We find that it's very good for business. I think the national average of kind of typically functioning people, the retention rate is around 40%. So, people are moving around quite often and quite frequently. I think it's closer to below 10% for people with disabilities. They just tend to stay loyal, stay working for a company for a while, which saves companies money because, they don't have to hire and retrain. You have teamwork, you have self-worth, you have routine and structure. So that's the social side of it, but there's an economic side to it too, which is about, diminishing social security, creating taxpayers, right? And then where are these guys spending their money? They're spending it back in the community. They're going to the movies, they're renting apartments, they're going to the delis. And so it's circular, and it really becomes a hand up versus a hand out. And then obviously on a more macro level, by having neurodiversity in the workforce and encouraging inclusion and difference and having exposure to people who are different and think differently, you also have a culture of inclusion and acceptance. And so what we find is we have a really tight-knit group. It's an energy and a culture that I think should be in every workplace. It's really amazing.